Welcome to Maple Leaf Money, a nation-building initiative dedicated to making financial literacy accessible, objective, and empowering for all Canadians. In every episode, we bring you lessons, ideas, and stories that strengthen individuals, families, and our collective financial future. If you've ever looked at your paycheck and felt a little disappointed seeing deductions, you're not alone. You worked those hours, you earned that pay, and then a portion of it seems to disappear before it ever reaches your bank account. That reaction is completely normal. But today, we're going to look at something important: why those deductions exist in the first place, and what they actually represent. Because once you understand the structure behind them, they stop feeling arbitrary and start making sense. Let's begin with income tax. Income tax is one of the most common deductions on a Canadian paycheck. At a basic level, income tax helps fund public services and infrastructure that support everyday life. Think about things like schools, hospitals, roads, highways, bridges, public transit systems, emergency services, and other public infrastructure. Even if you don't personally use every one of those services on a given day, you benefit from living in a society where they exist. For example, even if you don't take public transit, others do, which affects traffic flow and mobility. Even if you don't have children, an educated population contributes to a stronger economy and community. Even if you rarely visit a hospital, access to healthcare systems contributes to overall stability and public health. Modern societies operate through shared systems. Those systems require shared funding. With access to those systems comes participation in helping sustain them. Income tax is one of the main ways that participation happens. Taxes are not a punishment for working. They are part of how a country organizes and maintains the services people rely on, directly and indirectly. Now, let's talk about another deduction you'll see on your pay stub: C.P.P, which stands for the Canada Pension Plan. To understand C.P.P, it helps to understand retirement. Retirement is the stage of life when someone stops working full-time, usually because they have reached an older age and no longer earn a regular paycheck. C.P.P helps provide income during retirement. While you are working, a small amount is deducted from your pay, and your employer contributes as well. Those contributions help fund income later in life. C.P.P is one pillar of retirement income in Canada. It provides foundational support so that people can age with a basic level of financial dignity. But it's important to understand that C.P.P is not designed to replace your full working income. Most people also rely on personal savings, workplace pensions, or other investments to maintain their desired lifestyle in retirement. C.P.P reflects two important ideas. Society provides a shared foundation, and individuals are still responsible for planning and saving for their own future. Another deduction you'll see is E.I., which stands for Employment Insurance. E.I. provides temporary financial support if work is interrupted. That could mean losing a job through no fault of your own, becoming ill and being unable to work, or taking parental or caregiving leave. While you are working, a small amount is deducted from your pay to help fund the E.I. system. Most people don't think about E.I. until they need it, but it exists to provide short-term stability when unexpected changes occur. Like other forms of insurance, E.I. works through shared contributions. People contribute while they are working so that support is available when it's needed. When you zoom out, you can see a pattern. Income tax helps fund shared services. C.P.P helps provide income later in life. E.I. helps provide stability during temporary disruptions. Each deduction connects your individual work to larger systems. Living in a country with public infrastructure, healthcare systems, education, transportation networks, and social supports brings many benefits. With those benefits comes participation in helping sustain them. That participation is reflected in your paycheck. Understanding this doesn't mean you have to analyze policy or debate details. It simply means recognizing how the structure works. When you understand why deductions exist, your paycheck starts to feel less frustrating and more understandable. Your gross pay shows what you earned. Your net pay reflects structured contributions to shared systems that support people at different stages of life, including you. Work gives you income. Understanding deductions gives you perspective. And perspective turns uncertainty into confidence. That's what we're building here. You've been listening to Maple Leaf Money, a Canadian movement for financial clarity. Every choice, every dollar, and every lesson builds toward a stronger future for you, your family, and our country. Subscribe, share, and help grow financial confidence coast to coast to coast. Thanks for listening.